Hey, it's T Jones Day on the 11th of October. So let's work out how to create a beautiful poetry graphic using Adobe Express. Now I've chosen Try the Pig In as my poem, and I've got it here in my Google Doc. I'll put that in the link or the description to this video. And also my inspiration for this comes from this poster here. It's available on Hub. Again, I'll put the link to that. And you can see this is a collection of images, but also it has the text on there as well. So I'm going to create my own version of this. And it's very easy to get going. I'm going to press the plus on the left hand side, go to custom size graphic. I'm just going to choose standard, and then I think I'll choose landscape here. Click next. First thing I'm going to do is search for Llangrannog, because that is the beach that this is based on. And this one looks really good to me. So it goes in there, but if I click it and then add to background on the right hand side, beautiful. We've got this perfect picture of the beach that inspired the poem. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this text here, and then I'm going to paste it in. There we go. Now, a couple of things I want to do. I want to align it to the right, and then I'm going to put a shape behind it because I want it to be seen. So the shade color, I think I'll go for a nice kind of slightly sunny yellow, and then also reduce the opacity just so it becomes a little bit more subtle. Once I've done that, I'm going to drag it over to this right hand side, and now it's time to go to town. The first thing I'm going to do is go over to design assets here. And if you look at this poster of Try the Pig In, you can see all sorts of things like boats and seagulls and sandcastles and crabs and deck chairs. So in design assets, I'm going to search for beach. And I'm going to start putting some things in there. Next up, I'm going to search for sun. I want a big sun. This one looks pretty good. And now let's start working with some of these assets. We'll add some more in later. First one is the sun. I'm going to put it up here in the top left. If I just get this umbrella and just move it out of the way, I'm going to get my swimmer, and then I'll just resize it down. I'm going to get this wave here as well. In order to change the color, I'm going to use the duotone presets. One of them will have white in there, and if I swap the colors around, it'll become all white. And again, resize it, pop it in there, and you can play around with how that sits just by rotating it like that. Now, with this beach umbrella, I really like what's going on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to press remove background, because what I want is the umbrella itself, but not things like the sand and not things like the clouds. So I've got erase selected here. I'm going to erase all of this section of sand here. I'm going to do the same for the clouds. And then I'm going to change it to restore. And then I'm going to restore things like the umbrella and all the black bits in there. Click the tick when you're done. And then we've got a nice beach umbrella here. Might make it a little bit straighter. And then pop it in down here. I'll search for some more design assets. I'll go for people this time. And these are the kind of ones that I'm looking for here. So we've got a surfer, that'll do nicely. Also got someone on a bike, which I think I'll use. And a couple of people sitting on the sand, but I think we can pretend that's a beach towel as well. Now that I've got these, it's time to play with them. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a load of photos and start removing the background on these photos as well. It's time to remove the background and play around with them. So the first one is this guy on the deck chair here taking a selfie of himself. I've got it selected. I'm going to remove the background. I like that, so I'm going to click accept, and then I'll flip him round again, resize, and maybe I'll just have him off to the side. Now you can see in this one that it probably needs a little bit of editing here. So I might just click restore and make sure this cool box here is restored. It's a little bit rough, but you can take some time and make it as perfect as you need it to be. I'm going to do the same with the pirate ship and have this spooky pirate ship out in the water, far out at sea. There we go. And I'll do the same with the ducks and the sandcastle as well. Last but not least, I'm going to take my title here and I'm going to pop it in as text. And then I'm going to do something pretty cool with this. I'm going to make it into a circle. I'm going to remove that shape, change the color to white, and resize it, because what I want to do is I want to place it perfectly around the sun, just like that. So you can play with these things all day, and you can download that by pressing download, and then it's time to press share, publish, share it via Microsoft Teams or Google Classrooms, or you can create a link and share that with whoever you like. And there you go. That's how to create a beautiful poem graphic using Adobe Express. And I'm looking forward to seeing yours.